6. That the ghost in your house has a message for you. It's about your Archangel Michael says, the energy in your house has shifted because something in the spirit realm is finally ready to speak. You've been looking for something that disappeared suddenly, an item you deeply needed, tied to a specific memory. You searched everywhere, blamed yourself, and even began to forget how important it was, but that item didn't vanish without reason. It was taken, not by human hands, but pulled into hiding through spiritual instruction. A ghost connected to your lineage, someone who once walked your space with love and regret, had to move it. They were protecting you from accessing something before you were spiritually ready. That item holds more than physical value. It's a portal, a key, and a record of something sacred buried in your past. Comment now if this message is making your spirit feel alert. The truth is rising, and what you're about to rediscover will explain many things that left you confused. You are ready to know what was once hidden from you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This ghost has been trying to contact you for days. You may have felt cold drafts with no open window, light flickers, strange sounds at night, or a whisper you couldn't explain. You weren't imagining things, that was your visitor reaching out. They are not here to harm you. They carry sorrow, wisdom, and urgency. They know the object you lost isn't just a thing, it was once a protection. Now it's a revelation. The spirit's energy is strong around one particular corner of your house. It's not the place you usually search, it's a space you overlook or avoid. But behind, beneath, or within that space lies the connection you've been missing. Comment if you've had chills, vivid dreams, or waking thoughts that felt like messages. The veil is thin in your house right now. The ghost is closer than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Archangel Michael says, you are being guided now toward full understanding. The missing item may be small in appearance, but it is mighty in what it unlocks. It is tied to a time in your life when everything shifted. This spirit didn't want you to find it too early. If you had accessed it before now, it might have drawn harm or triggered memories you weren't ready to heal. But now, your soul is strong enough to receive the truth. The item is not just yours, it belonged to someone before you, someone who hid it with a prayer, asking the spirit world to protect it until the right moment. That moment is now. Comment I'm ready for the message if you're prepared to receive what has waited for you all this time. The ghost is watching you with silent approval. Because you're about to hear something that could not be spoken until now. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. There's a reason your dreams have been disturbed lately. The spirit was trying to warn you. To prepare you, to soften your fear. They never meant to frighten you, they meant to awaken you. You may remember a dream where you were walking through a hallway, opening doors that never ended. That dream was not fiction. It was the spirit world guiding you to the place where the item rests. Look around your house. One of those doors exists in reality. You'll find yourself drawn to it suddenly. It might be a drawer, a closet, a floorboard, or even a mirror you always avoid. That's the space where the ghost has left the final trace. Comment I will search tonight if you're feeling drawn to go look. You're not alone in this. The spirit will guide you when your heart is open. Type Amen to get blessing 5454 if you wish to express your support further. You have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The item may appear dusty, damaged, or forgotten, but don't be fooled by its condition. Its energy is active, pulsing, waiting to be held by the right hands. Your hands. When you find it, speak to it as if it hears you. It remembers, it carries the vibration of everything it's witnessed. And when you touch it, something inside of you will unlock. You may cry, tremble, or feel overwhelmed. That's the memory rising, not just yours, but from your ancestors. It is sacred, do not fear it. Archangel Michael says, this is your awakening. This ghost is not only bringing closure, it's activating your inheritance. Spiritual knowledge, emotional healing, and divine access are all inside this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 6566. Someone in your family once lost something precious. That item was connected to them, but destiny redirected it to you. Now, you are the rightful one to carry it forward. This ghost has been watching your journey. They chose to hide the item because they saw what others could not: your resilience, your strength, your future. They knew that you would not just find the item, but unlock what it was meant to bring. It may carry a name, a number, or symbol you don't understand. That's okay, understanding will come as you sit with it. Don't rush. Let the meaning rise in silence. Comment, I accept what's mine, if you feel your soul claiming it already. Because once you say yes, heaven and spirit both begin their next move. You are now holding a key to mysteries once buried. Type Amen to get blessing 8383. This item's disappearance caused you pain. You may have questioned yourself, doubted your memory, even blamed others. But now you see, it was never about forgetfulness. It was about timing. Your house has been a battlefield between light and shadow. But with this discovery, light wins, the ghost has done their job, and peace is being restored. You may hear their presence lessen in the coming days. That doesn't mean they've left you, it means their mission is complete. They only stayed to make sure you received what was meant for you. Archangel Michael says, from now on, your house will feel lighter, the whispers will fade. The fear will end. The item will glow with purpose. And your path will finally feel clear. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. The ghost's energy will begin to fade, but the vibration they leave behind will stay. You'll begin to notice subtle changes. Your thoughts will be more focused, your sleep more peaceful, your emotions calmer. This is because the item is now where it belongs, in your possession, no longer in hiding. You may be tempted to put it aside or treat it like any ordinary thing. But Archangel Michael says, that would be a mistake. This item is a spiritual anchor, and it must be respected as a bridge between worlds. It is holding a message sealed not with words, but with energy. When you hold it, close your eyes, and breathe deeply, a download will begin. It may come as a vision, a strong emotion, or an inner voice that says what you were never told. Comment, I am open to receive if you are ready for this next stage. The ghost did not just want you to find the item. They wanted you to activate it. Type Amen to get blessing 9991. There will be a symbol connected to this item. You may notice it appear repeatedly over the next few days on signs, on paper, or in the sky. It may be a circle, an old letter, or even a mark you once saw in a dream. This symbol is the second part of the message. It's the code meant to reveal the connection between the missing item and your future. Once you see it, you'll know this was never random. The ghost will come to you one final time, in a dream, or in a feeling so strong it wakes you up. They will thank you silently, and then they will go. Comment "I see the symbol" if it's already begun appearing. This means you are decoding what others around you cannot see. You're walking in a spiritual alignment that few ever reach. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20 you will be guided to a quiet place in your home, maybe near a window, a corner you never sit in, or a spot with stillness. Bring the item there. That space will become sacred, a temporary altar where the energy can complete its work. Lay your hands on it, speak your name aloud. And say this: I accept what was hidden. I forgive what was delayed. I step into what is mine. The energy will respond. You may feel tingling, light pressure in your chest, or even tears without sorrow. This is the release. Archangel Michael says, your room is now a portal. Not to ghosts, but to truth. You are living in a house of revelations. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. You may notice that memories start returning, moments you had forgotten, people you had almost erased from your heart. These flashes are being triggered by the item's energy. It is helping you piece together a part of your past that was silenced. One of these memories will involve a person you haven't spoken to in years. The ghost's message was also meant to warn you, this person is returning. They are tied to the same season the item went missing. Be cautious. Their return is not accidental. It is spiritual alignment for closure or confrontation. Comment "I will not be shaken" if you're ready to face truth with strength. Because when this person arrives, your spirit will already be prepared. No manipulation can work anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. The ghost had to hide the item because this person once sought to control you through it, whether it was a photo, letter, or object of emotional value. They believed it gave them spiritual access. But the ghost broke that link by removing it. You are now protected. But their curiosity will rise as they sense you've reclaimed what was once theirs to observe. They'll want to talk, reconnect, or apologize without meaning it. Don't be fooled by charm or history. This is a test. And your obedience to spiritual warning will determine the next blessing. Archangel Michael says, your wisdom must lead now, not your memory. They lost the right to your heart when they tried to block your soul, and now, heaven watches how you protect what you've recovered. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. The ghost's final message will arrive quietly. A smell in the air, like old wood, smoke, or flowers. A sudden calm that feels like someone standing behind you with love, not fear. That's their goodbye. Their task is finished. They were never trapped, they stayed for you. You may cry when you feel it. It's not sadness, it's recognition. A sacred farewell between realms. Comment "I honor the spirit" if you feel gratitude for their protection. They didn't haunt you. They healed you. Through silence, through signs, through love. Type Amen to get blessing 12121. Now that the item is yours again, your steps will accelerate. Doors will open. Truths will fall into place. You are no longer delayed, you are chosen, shielded, and surrounded. Heaven saw your confusion and responded with clarity. Archangel Michael says, "What was once hidden is now your inheritance. Guard it. Use it, let it light your path forward." Your ghost kept their promise. Now keep yours to your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 10,000. The night after the final goodbye, something sacred will unfold in your dreams. You may not remember the beginning, but what happens in the middle will stay with you forever. The ghost returns, not in fear or sorrow, but in radiant peace, glowing in light that doesn't come from this world. They are standing beside you, holding the very item you found. But in their hands, it shines differently. It's alive with power, memory, and truth. Their eyes speak louder than words, and their message will pass straight into your spirit. They will not say much. Only a few words, or perhaps just a look. But in that look, everything you need to understand will be transferred into your soul like fire. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Archangel Michael says, "This final dream is your confirmation and your instruction. It will tell you what the item is meant to unlock. Because it wasn't just hidden, it was sealed. And now that it's open, your journey must shift into divine action." In the dream, you may be led to a place that resembles your home but feels different. This is the spiritual version of your reality, a higher dimension of your atmosphere. There, the object reveals its energy and calls forth your next responsibility. You may see a box, a gate, a journal, or a door. One of these will open, and when it does, light will pour from it. That is where the future is waiting. Comment "I saw the light in my dream" if this moment already visited you in the spirit. It means the ghost was not just a protector, but a guide to your next chapter, and you are being trusted with a mission no one else could carry. Type Amen to get blessing 31313. You'll wake up with a burning in your chest. Not from fear, but from urgency. You'll know it's time to act. What you do next with the item matters. You may be instructed to place it somewhere meaningful, pass it on, or even write something tied to its energy. Follow the guidance, even if it doesn't make sense immediately. You may feel led to a place, a grave, a river, a tree, or an old building. That place holds the final energy the item needs to release. There, when you arrive, the air will change. You'll feel presence. Not haunting. Honor. You've completed the cycle the ghost needed you to finish. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. The item now becomes a channel of clarity. You'll begin to hear answers clearly. Not scattered thoughts, but complete spiritual directions. This item is now active. It may bring others into your path who recognize its power without knowing why. This is the divine way of identifying your next tribe, your next circle, your spiritual companions. Be mindful of who touches it. Not all hands are worthy. Only allow those whose spirit feels calm, steady, and aligned. Comment "I protect what's mine" to declare your boundaries around this powerful tool. This is not just a recovered object. It is a generational key. Type Amen to get blessing 23,232. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The spirit who stayed behind for so long has now ascended. They've been released into rest because their final task, delivering the item and guiding you, has been fulfilled. They smile now from the higher realm, watching you walk with the very thing they hid for your safety. Do not mourn their absence. Celebrate their faith in your journey. They could have chosen anyone, but they chose you, because of your sensitivity, because of your strength, because of your unwavering spirit. Archangel Michael says, your name is now written beside theirs in the book of restoration. Because what you just did brought peace to both the living and the dead. You healed something far deeper than you know. Type Amen to get blessing 9898. Now, a blessing that was once delayed will arrive without warning. A financial breakthrough. A family healing, a long-awaited message or opportunity. It was all blocked until the item was found. That object was not lost. It was standing between you and divine acceleration. Now that it's back where it belongs, everything can move forward again. Your prayers will be answered faster. Your spirit will no longer feel stuck. Comment the blockage is gone if this confirmation speaks directly to your recent struggles. Because you've passed a spiritual test that many avoid. And now heaven is rewarding your discernment and obedience. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. In the coming days, strangers may speak to you in unusual ways. They may say something about your energy, your eyes, or your peace. Do not brush it off. They are recognizing the shift. The ghost left a light on you that only spiritual beings can see. You are now carrying an unseen crown. You've become someone who walks between realms. Someone who hears without words. Someone who understands the language of signs. Archangel Michael says, protect that gift. Use it wisely. And remember, the item you recovered is only the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 88888. As the days pass, you'll begin to feel the final energy awakening from within the item. It will start with a pull, a magnetic sensation drawing you toward it when you least expect. Something inside it is stirring, not to scare you, but to speak clearly now that your soul is prepared. You'll feel it during the quietest hours of the night. The air will change around the item, and you'll feel heat in your palms or a tingling at the back of your neck. This is the moment the object is ready to be fully opened. Archangel Michael says, do not open it in haste. Prepare your spirit. Clean your space. Speak your truth. And then, gently, let your hands reveal what has been hidden for far too long. There will be a letter. A piece of paper, folded tightly, worn with time, but pulsing with unspoken emotion. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. The letter will not be long, but every word will be heavy with meaning. It will be written in a familiar hand or contain words that mirror your soul. You'll know it wasn't meant for anyone else. It might start with a name or a date. You may not recognize Ida right away, but your heart will feel it. Because this message was meant to reach you now, not then. The ghost wrote it while still living, but it was never delivered. They died with that burden still inside. But now, through the sacred object, it reaches you. Comment I am ready to read it if your soul feels like something long awaited is finally arriving. Because the message is not just personal. It's prophetic. And once read, it will change the way you see your past forever. Type Amen to get Blessing 2020. The letter may apologize, confess, or warn. It may speak of things that never made sense when they were alive. It may reveal why they acted strangely, distanced themselves, or kept quiet when you needed answers. They were afraid of hurting you, they were ashamed of choices. Or they were silenced by someone else's control. Now, they speak freely. And they choose to tell the truth through you, because your heart is strong enough to carry it. Your healing will come not from what they wrote, but from what they finally set free, Archangel Michael says, once you read the final word. Close your eyes. Place your hand on the letter. And say, I receive. I release. I restore. Type Amen to get Blessing 50/50. Something will break open in your chest. It won't be pain. It will be clarity, a wave of knowing that flows through every question you once asked. You'll feel it rising from your stomach to your throat, like a release you didn't expect. You may weep uncontrollably, or feel so peaceful it surprises you. That's the ghost leaving their last message with you. In that moment, you are not alone. Angels will surround your room like a circle of light. They are there to protect, to seal, and to elevate your space. The letter is now a testimony. It no longer belongs in hiding. Keep it somewhere sacred or burn it with intention if led to release it fully. Comment I carry the truth now if you feel the shift this message brings. This is not the end of the haunting, it is the completion of a sacred connection. Type Amen to get Blessing 7171. In the weeks to come, things will begin aligning faster. You'll find old relationships softening. Jobs, money, and messages that were once delayed will arrive without resistance. This is not magic, it's spiritual order being restored. What was blocked by silence has been opened through truth. What was lost in confusion has been found in light. Even the air in your home will feel different. Guests will comment on the calm. Animals may linger longer in the room. Your house is no longer carrying echoes of sorrow. It is breathing again, alive with freedom. And you are now the keeper of that freedom. Type Amen to get Blessing 1919. This is your final instruction. Do not let this moment fade into memory. Act on the wisdom the letter brings. If it tells you to forgive, do it. If it tells you to speak to someone, reach out. If it tells you to walk away, go without guilt. You've received the truth that was never meant to stay buried. You've heard the message that crossed realms just to find you. Now it's your turn to live in that truth boldly. Archangel Michael says, you are chosen not only to receive but to become a guide for others. You are the one who ends the cycle. You are the one who makes peace where others only carried pain. Type Amen to get Blessing 100000M.